right, guys. Hello. So we are going to figure out this 80-day nutrition plan together tonight. Thank you guys for hopping on here live. It's going to be super helpful for you guys to give a lot of input and ask questions for sure. I am going to open up my computer and share my screen and walk you through where to find everything so that you do know that. But let me just share a couple things first as we get started. So a bunch of us who are coaches, whether we're working the business or we're discount coaches, had the opportunity or the choice to be in a coach test group with Autumn. And so you had to be a coach to be accepted into this group. And she started it today, and it's Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. There are lots of cuckoo people out there. I was reading all the comments, and I'm like, I'm so glad we all have each other because there are some lost puppies out there. But that's all right. We can help them. But don't spend all day in there either because I don't want you guys to get super distracted. Just Autumn stuff is the most important. But, you know, she's done, I think, like 3 videos already, and she opened it at like 4 a.m. So I want to share a couple things that she has shared today. I'll go into detail with the plan in a minute, but I want to share a couple things that she's shared mindset-wise, okay? So we're choosing to do 80-day obsession, right? Like we've chosen to do the program starting on Monday. She wrote this program like exactly how it's intended to be followed. Okay, so there are a lot of people, like me included this morning, and then she did her video. I'm like, damn it. I was going to try to move an orange to meal 2 and move a green down to meal 2 so that I could have my big salad that I have every day. And I'm like, oh, she said no. So, and here's the thing. I could choose to go, well, tough, I'm going to do it anyway. Or I can go, okay, I got to figure this out. Maybe because I've been eating a salad for the past 4 years in the afternoon, and maybe that's why I'm not seeing the results I want to see anymore, right? I'm like, oh no, I can't have turkey bacon. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing the results that I am seeing anymore. Or, oh no, I have to have, instead of 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, I have to go down to 1 teaspoon. Crap! Maybe that's why I'm not seeing the results, right? Like, so this is your choice. You can choose to not follow this to a T, but don't go blaming Autumn in the program if this doesn't work. Like that's what the point is. You can choose to move things around and not follow it and, well, I'm going to do this anyway. That's okay. It's your choice. You're not held prisoner to do this exact way, but you may not see the results that you want to see because of the way that she wrote this. So if you want to see the results that the test group people are seeing, then let's adapt, let's change, and let's figure this out together. Like I've been eating the 21-day fix containers for 4 years, and I get an allotment of containers, and then I just figure out my meals according to that. This is going to be very different. Like I have to eat, like what am I going to eat as a green and a blue? Like what am I going to do? I eat feta cheese as my blue, or avocado. What am I going to partner that with a green, right? Like I'll do it like a salad and that, well, where's my dressing, right? Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna see what other else counts as a blue, because I don't really know other than feta and avocado. So these are the things that you just have to go in this mindset of this program as, I'm gonna either do this as intended for the next 80 days, or I'm gonna do it my way and hopefully see some results, right? I mean, obviously you're gonna see some results if you're changing things, you know, at least 90% of the way. She did say tonight, she was just doing a video before I hopped on, I shut it off, but she did say, like, some people are nervous, and this was a good question. You know, I'm gonna wake up at 5, have my pre-workout, and do my, you know, my post-workout will all be done by like 9. And so then the rest of my meals will be like 12, 3, and 6, I'm thinking, because I'm going to stretch it out to the 3 hours. So she did say, if you're, you know, you're working out at 4:30 or something, and all of a sudden at 4:30 in the afternoon, you're like done with all your containers, like, can we stretch it out? And she said She wanted to make sure that everybody understood that, yes, you could go an extra 30 minutes between your meals. It's not going to break it. But she also wants you to maybe try to see if you can fit it. Like, she doesn't want to give us free reign to do that, but she wants to let us know that, yeah, that may be something that you need to adjust. She said, it's okay to adapt to your life, but don't make an excuse and just say, well, I don't want to do it that way. Right? So there's some people that work like overnight shifts. You know, some people are nurses and are like, I don't even know when I'm going to be able to eat. And so you have to do the best of your ability, but know that maybe some nights as a nurse, you won't eat for 5 hours. And, you know, she gets that. That's life. So it's okay to adapt to your lifestyle, but don't say, well, I'm a nurse, forget it. I'm just going to make my own meal plan up. Just try the best you can to stick with this, right? So any questions up to that point on like mindset and just doing it? All right. So, and I want you to know mindset wise too, like we're going to be in this together in the group. And for some of you who maybe aren't doing the 80-day plan right now, you're going to get a front row seat and watch us figure this out and fall on our faces and cry that we can't have more peanut butter. Like you're going to have a front row seat to all this. And then in the next 90 days, when we do it again, you're going to be, you know, ready. So the best that you can do for us is to just keep helping us, cheering us on, telling us to get back up, you know, kind of things like that. But I'm thinking that for those of you who do another fitness program, that you maybe try this new Times Nutrition going along with your fitness program. I think it would work. I know many of us have been practicing it with a Little Obsessed. I know it's the same type of thing, but those are 30-minute workouts instead of these ones. But I you know, try it. Try something different, because I'm not seeing the results I want to see. The scale hasn't moved in a year and a half for me. And so maybe this is what's going to make, not that I care because I'm not actually weighing myself, but maybe at the end of 2018, when I do check that scale again, maybe it'll be down. Who knows? But I don't really care. But you know what I mean? Like the results there are going to be different. So, so I think that's it on that part, the mindset part. Okay. Let me pull up my screen, my computer here. Make silly faces amongst yourselves while I'm doing that. All right. Let me go to share screen here. I'm sorry if this type of desktop drives you crazy.
I was just going to say that's a whole lot happening right there.
Mark, my husband's like, seriously, how do you work with that desktop? I'm like, I don't know. I just do. I like to save things to my desktop so I can get them again easy and not put them in a folder because I don't remember what folder I put them in.
Right.
I'm very neat everywhere else, but apparently my desktop isn't. All right, so from a computer, this is what your Beachbody On Demand looks like, right? Everyone can see this, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So we come to 80-day obsession, which is here, and make sure that you watch these videos. They were super helpful. This is a 4-minute one, a 6-minute one, and then weekly obsession are going to come out every week on Sunday. Which was really cool to watch too. This one in particular showed the before pictures of everyone that was in the cast of 80-Day Obsession, so that was pretty cool to watch. So now when you click here, you go to program materials. So this is where everything is housed for you. This is the 80-Day Obsession Starter Guide. So this tells you, you know, I kind of read through this a bit today. So we're all going to get this booty, okay? So this tells you how to take your photos and your measurements. So yes, we've got to be doing that this week. I was actually thinking tonight, So I want to have sushi one last time before these 80 days. And my favorite sushi place is closed right now. They had like a water main break and pipes burst. And I'm like, seriously? But anywho, so I have to wait like 90 days to have my favorite sushi. But that's okay. But I'm going to have sushi from my second favorite place. So I was like, I think I'm going to do my pictures tomorrow before I have like my sushi this weekend. But yeah, so you can do your pictures anytime from now, you know, till Sunday. But make sure you do your pictures. I would have someone else do these measurements for you. You know, I don't know if it should be your spouse. I totally yelled at Mark during shift shop. I'm like, you're not doing this right, because nothing was moving. So wasn't his fault. So yeah, so this tells you. Yeah.
Sorry. I do think it's important to have the same person all the time, though, so that they're consistent.
Carrie, you broke up a little bit. To have the same person do it, so you're consistent. Is that what you said?
Correct. Like I always have my husband do mine instead of like my husband and then my mom do my after ones, because they would vary.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So yeah. So good point. So have either, you know, whoever does it on day 1, phase 1, phase 2, day 80, you know, make sure it's doing the same one. But it's good. And I love this picture that they give you. So it tells you exactly where. And I've been doing this for 7.5 years using these same pictures, and we still look at the picture. We still make sure we're measuring in the right spot. So you can go ahead and print this out, put it in a notebook, however you want to track this, but make sure you are tracking it. And we're going to all submit at the end to make sure we're getting our t-shirts or tank tops.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, if I can.
Do you guys keep all your measurements in a certain divider in a binder or something?
I did for Shift Shop. I had it all in the same spot. And lately for me, they've been just in different notebooks, but they probably should all be in one spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wondered. Like if people look back at them from years past and whatnot to see how things have changed.
Yeah, I've been doing them on notes on my phone too, so that they stay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you. I'll be quiet now.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure I can hear you. You go in and out, but we gotcha. All right. So
okay.
Here,
okay.
This cool thing here is when you're calculating your calorie target. This first calculation here is only going to be for phase 1, and then we have to redo this again in phase 2 and 3. So we just have to remind each other, which I'm sure Autumn will remind us too, that we have to recalculate this, which it looks like adds and subtracts a couple things. So yeah, so everybody probably has done this, right? You take your current weight times 11, add 600 minus 750. That's your calorie target, and then you go to this plan here, and whatever calories you fall into is whatever plan you are here, okay? And we're going to talk about more of this in a detail. I'm just kind of giving you an overview of where to find everything in case you haven't. All right, so this tells you what plan you're on, and then you can read through this stuff. This talks about the workout block, the refeed day, peak week, all of those types of things, and Shakeology. So we'll talk about those again in detail, and the supplements. All right. Uh-oh, this bar is, oh boy, the bar is in my way. All right, I'm just gonna have to go like this. Okay. So then you go here to your nutrition plan, whatever you were, A, B, C, D, E, and you print out whichever one is for you. And then there's the vegan ones as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm also going to recommend that you print out this food list. We ran out of ink, so I'm waiting for ink. But you're going to want to print out this food list because it's not the same as the 21-day fix. I mean, the majority of it is, but some of it is not, okay? And then this over here talks about the refeed list that you can have. So one of the things that was talked about in one of the videos that I watched is on refeed day, it's not a cheat day. And it doesn't happen for like 6 more weeks, so we have plenty of time. But it's basically you can have, some things like you can have white pasta, some things in here that we normally, crackers, white bread. So this is going to let us, hamburgers, things like that. This is going to let us have a little bit of a cheat day, but not like it doesn't mean donuts and crazy like pizza and ice cream, and it's just watch this list. Okay. She also said, I heard in a video today, if you are cheating throughout the program, so if in this first 5 weeks you end up having, I wouldn't say one cookie, obviously, but like if you like almost daily are having like a cookie, some extra containers, you maybe had some ice cream and some pizza on the weekend, like if you're letting go, like if you're not eating 99% clean, you're not entitled to the refeed day, so to speak. So it's like you didn't earn the refeed day if you're cheating. So little tip there. So yeah, just make sure you kind of print all this out. The coffee and the tea thing is down here. So ideally you want to drink it black. But if you do need to add something, these are the approved things that you can add here. So I usually have a decaf coffee every day with 1 stevia and a splash of milk. But you guys saw my tablespoon of peanut butter. Or my teaspoon of peanut butter today. So I'm definitely going to have to measure out my milk too. Or I just might not even have coffee because I drink decaf anyway. I just have it for the taste. One more place here. Make sure you're doing your tracking sheets. So this is going to be good to track your weights. So I haven't done this in so long, so I'm excited to kind of do this. So make sure you print those out as you need those and track your weights each time, because that's going to give you, like if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not seeing any results, go look at your tracking sheet. So make sure you keep those and you're going to see that, oh wait, I'm a lot stronger than I was on day 1. And then there's a whole FAQ here that you can kind of go through on your own as well, and then it goes into different languages. So any questions up until that point? I am going to open up an eating plan and go through that. But any questions on where to find all your stuff? Okay. So let's just look up eating plan B. So I'm going to talk real quick about what I heard on a call again today. Christina Delgado and Becky Brosette were in the coach test group, and normally with their calculations they eat in plan A, but they made a decision to eat in plan B because they felt like it was not going to be enough calories for them. I believe in phase 2 and 3, when you do those calculations, you may, like I'm on the border of A and B. I'm very close to B. I may choose to go to B if I end up being hungry. I have been lately. I eat the smallest amount of containers because I'm like 4'11", and I end up like after dinner I'm still hungry, and so I know for me that's not good, because then I grab a cookie or something. So I'm figuring, okay, if I do plan B, that's going to be better than some cookies and some cereal or whatever else I'm grabbing. So that's going to be your decision. If, I'm not going to base it off of like if the first 2 or 3 days I feel hungry, but if like after a week I'm like, oh gosh, I'm really hungry, I might, jump up to plan B just to see how that makes me feel. Because when I did P90X, which I know this isn't P90X, this is a completely different program, but I was eating a lot more than I eat on the 21-day fix. So I'm also wondering if that's hindering my results as well. So yeah.
Can I say something real quick on that?
Yep.
I was chatting with a couple of co-coaches today, and we were discussing the eating plan, and before I really looked at it, I automatically assumed that I was plan A because on all the other programs I am, like I for the 21-day fix and shift shop and all that, I'm 411 also. So I usually am a very, at the plan A, but it did, and I'm glad we looked at it. I pulled it up when we were all chatting back and forth, and it does say whether you want to maintain your weight or whether you want to lose weight. And so that's how we ended up on plan C instead of A, because I'm not looking to, at this point, lose any weight. I'm just looking to kind of maintain. So I think it's important that people are aware of that instead of assuming, like, you really kind of have to look at it and do your homework first. So I think for us as coaches, it would be beneficial to make sure that people go through all that and learn it and say, hey, know what your needs are. Do you want to lose weight or do you want to maintain? Because it could change.
Yep. Perfect. So you can do the calculation based on so what I recommend is doing the calculation on what Autumn says and then doing the calculation on maintenance, and seeing what the difference is and then deciding on kind of what you want to do. I definitely could lose another 20 pounds. So, but again, I haven't seen a huge change in things for me in the past over a year.
I have to plug my phone in.
So I'm wondering if that, would benefit me to pop up a plan. So just kind of definitely look at it, decide whatever's happening in that first week. If you're hungry, like the first few days is going to be, oh my gosh, you're going to feel off a little bit. But if by like day 5, you're like hungry, I would definitely be like, let's talk about it, or talk about it with your coach for sure. Yeah. So then this just tells you what categories count for. So, so now the cool thing about looking at this is, this one gives you your workout block if you're working out in the morning. So there's a couple options here. So she said you cannot, so this workout block is your eating time, your pre-workout, your supplement, then you work out, you hydrate, you recover, have a purple, and your post-workout meal. She did say you don't have to wait 60 to 90 minutes. She has been saying this over and over. The only reason why she recommends this is, she said, because some people can't eat and go work out. Like, some people have to wait 60 minutes for their body to, digest. And I know Gina shared today that she was doing Shakeology, and then she found it was just jiggling around in her stomach and made her uncomfortable. So today she did like those quinoa veggie egg cups or something. And that sat with her way better for her pre-workout meal. So, again, you may have to play around with that. But I'm going to get up at 5, have my food at 5:20, start having my Energize, and be working out by like 5:45, because I have to wake Sammy up at 6:30. So, there may be other days that I have to do that adjusted a little bit more, the ones that are 60 minutes or, whatever. So this is kind of, you want to make sure you're writing down. I would write down when you're working out here and then figure out your timing, and write little times in so that you know what time you're having everything. And then obviously figuring out your containers, but we can talk about that in a minute. And then, so I was looking at these and I was like, okay, I'm going to take my green from my post-workout meal and put it to my option 2 meal so that I can have a bigger salad, and I'm going to move my orange and put it with there too. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that. So I was trying to make my salad fit into meal 2 like I eat now. And so, so you can't do that. You can't take containers. However, you can switch meal 1, 2, and 3 around. You could have meal 3 at this time, at meal 1's time. You can switch your whole meals around, but you have to keep your containers together. But she did say you could switch the times you eat those meals around, but you have to keep all of those containers together because this is how it was written. And then this gives you an example of what you could eat, of course, during those times. So I guess hummus is a blue. And then this talks about on rest day. So we have to pay attention to this. On rest day, we eat differently. So we have to just make sure we're paying attention to that. So make sure we're doing that together in the group. We'll make sure we're talking about it. And then refeed day, we'll talk about when we get there later. We don't have to worry about that for a while. And then this is the end of the week, the end of the program, which reminds me of like countdown to competition or something. You just adjust. You have you reduce carbs and increase protein during that last week to see if you can kind of just finish strong. Whoops. And then you can print these out to write in, all of your meals. I know some people are just writing it down. Some people have calendars, notebooks, whatever you want to do. But this is a good place to start so that you can fill this out and then put your times in and all of that and then have that with you. So, and remember that, this first week is going to be hard. Like I feel like the first week, this is going to be our full-time job figuring out when we need to eat. and that's okay. We'll get better at it. But it is going to be tricky this first week, but we'll figure it out for sure. And then this is, different workout block times. So it tells you, how to fit in your containers if you're working out in the afternoon. If you're working out midday, if you're working out in the evening. So this swaps around that you have meal option 1, 3.
What happens if we work out twice a day for 2 days a week?
Is that like, are you teaching a fitness class or something? Or why would you work
No, I do CrossFit sometimes, so I'm trying to get back to twice a week there. So I was going to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, do the 80-day obsession workouts in the morning and then do my regular class that night too.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. Does anyone have opinions on that? This would certainly be our opinion.
My opinion on it is I would take on those 2 days, I don't have that sheet in front of me, or calculation, and I would, your calorie deficit is going to be larger for that one day, for those 2 days. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I understand what you're talking about.
So on those 2 days, I would eat your portions to that. Does that make sense? Like you would have more containers that day.
Yeah, no, that definitely does make sense because I'm working out more.
That's just my own opinion.
I get it. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. I would still eat around this for your 80-day workout.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So still eat this around your 80-day workout, and then know that, later on, or whatever, you don't have to eat when you're doing CrossFit, but you don't have to follow the workout block food plan for a second time that day. Just make sure throughout the day you're adding in, whatever it's going to be for your extra containers. But yeah. And then this is if you're not using the Beachbody Performance. So this just gives you your workout block without, you could follow the same plan up here with that. You just skip the workout, the container stuff here. I mean, what the hell is it called? The recovery. Whatever, the performance line. Oh my gosh, mom brain at 8:30 at night. All right, so that's like plan B example. So let me stop sharing my screen just for a second, but if we need to go back, we can, just so we can talk. So, so a couple things that I'm going to do, and then I just want to kind of talk about it. Oh my God, I'm going to forget everybody's name. I don't know my kids' names. I don't know my dog's names. Monica suggested that she's going to create either a file or a photo album, or I think we have an 80-day obsession photo album, so maybe we just create it in there so that everything's in the same place, but for us to put pictures of our meal plans in there. So we currently have in our Getting Obsessed group under photos, albums, 80-day obsession. So once I know you guys have started to share your meal plans, if you can upload them in as a picture there, it would be easier. If I know some of you had like a Google sheet, which is fine. You can put that as the link under a picture. Just make sure you put a picture in there, and you can put a link in there, and we can kind of click on it and start looking at things. We can also post it to the page, but I would say post it to the page and then put it in the album so we can find it later, so that someone can go, oh wait, where was that example of Plan B again? Instead of having to search it in our hundreds of posts, it'll be all in one place. I thought I had my plan all set until I couldn't swap some containers around. So I have to redo, I need to print out stuff and I need to redo this. So I'll get mine up, but it's not ready yet. But my plan is at least for the first 2 weeks while we're getting used to this. For those of you who did shift shop, remember how we ate the same things Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then we ate the same things Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I may try to do that just for the first 2 weeks, so I'm like just clear on what I'm supposed to eat, and then I'll start switching it up. There are Beachbody blogs out there. Sorry, look at hair in my mouth. There are Beachbody blogs out there that have examples of meals out there. I definitely would look in the Beachbody On Demand and go to the Fixate channel. There's 80-Day Obsession meals there. So, just there's going to be, and they're going to keep adding, and they're going to keep giving us lots of ideas. Autumn's going to give us lots of ideas. So anytime Autumn gives us an idea in the Coach Test group, any of you that are in there, feel free to share it over. We can't share our videos because it's a secret group. But you can share what you learned in the video. You can certainly say, hey, Autumn just said, so feel free to just share that info with everyone in our Getting Obsessed group. So I'm going to do that. There was another great example that I think Jen shared from the test group, that people were putting alarms on their phone with the colors of their containers. So that was a really good idea. I'm going to just probably walk around, with my meal plan, or have it with me at my island so that I know, what I'm doing, and make sure if I have to leave the house to pick the girls up for school, I have something packed, whatever I need to do on those different days. I'm just gonna have this piece of paper with me because I'm just a paper and pen girl for sure. So I talked about no refeed day if you're a cheater. We talked about it's okay to adapt to your lifestyle, but don't change the plan just because you don't want to do it. And alarms on the phone, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to try to eat the same thing. So that was everything that I had. I think the easiest thing for us to start doing over these next few days is to come up with our meal plans and share them as much as possible in our group so that we can just give each other ideas on what to do. But what else are you guys kind of thinking, questions? Also, if you go to the pinned post in our Getting Obsessed group, in the comments, I also shared, it's like an 1.5-hour video, so you can fast forward through it, but the girls that were in the test group, Christina and her sister Becky, they did a really great video answering a lot of questions and going through a lot of stuff. So you can feel free to watch that too, because you can't get too much information for sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
When is the best time to weigh yourself? In the morning or in the afternoon?
Never. Oh.
To put the picture up and to post it. What is the best time?
I think after you use the ladies' room in the morning and get all your things out, then you're all clear to go. Good time before you start having water and kind of bloating and things like that. I think the morning is a good time. But honestly, I wouldn't, if you guys are going to use the scale, so I'm not going to, I would do day 1 and then do the end of phase 1, end of phase 2, and the end of 80 days. I would really, really, really try super duper hard to not get on that thing daily or weekly, because it's just going to piss you off. Because there's going to be some days that it's going to be up, and even though you've been perfect for 2 weeks, like it's just going to anger you. So you know, just know that.
Mm.
But yeah, I would say first thing in the morning, but I would only do it a
Okay.
couple times throughout the program.
Okay. I have one more question.
Yes, of course.
I know how Autumn said with the workout block, we cannot, because I was thinking I'm not a breakfast person in the morning and I can't, so I was thinking to just get up and have a shake.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed here she has the green and the yellow for the pre-workout, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So it is important to, I'm trying to think, what time I should get up. And I did like an example, and I said if I get up at 4:30 a.m., my last meal is going to be 4 o'clock. That's going to be
Right.
ridiculous. I'm going to be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking probably getting up at 5, doing my workout from 5:30 to 6:30, and then try to do it every 3 hours. That way my last meal will be like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
You can swap your shake.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Say
So
that again?
if you look in the plan, it says that if you find that the pre-workout meal is too heavy, you can swap your first meal for your pre-workout meal. So you would have a purple and a red, which is your Shakeology, and a
Okay.
fruit with your butter or whatever you use, almond butter. And then the meal after your workout would be a green, a red, and a yellow. This is for Plan B. I'm just reading it off of. So you swap those 2 meals if it's too heavy for you to do a shake.
Okay, so I can do a shake, you're saying, in the morning,
With a
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
the pre-workout put in meal 1. I mean, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nicole, do you still have that up there? It's on.
Yeah.
It's on page 4.
You would swap
Okay.
your pre-workout meal with meal 1. And so
Okay.
the pre-workout meal may have like a green, a red, a yellow, and a teaspoon.
Okay.
That would now be meal 1, and meal 1 would just be purple, red, and teaspoon.
Got it. Okay,
Yep.
I see it.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Or, you can, even that pre-workout meal, if you find, so I started doing this pre-workout meal, and then I stopped because
Mhm.
Mark didn't make me veggie egg cup. I think I'm gonna try to figure this out myself this weekend and do some cooking. I will make sure I go live. But I noticed myself not being able to work as hard on my workout. And I never eat before my workout, but I found that when I was eating before my workout, I was just having like a half an English muffin, which I can't have anymore either. She's taking this all away from me. I had more energy, but the other thing I was going to say is Jeannie, the other option would be a green and a red there. You could put spinach in your shake if you wanted to have your shake as your pre-workout, and then your yellow, could be some oatmeal or something, right? That's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if the oatmeal would be too heavy for you. But so play around with those two.
Okay.
You can put a green in your red shake too.
Yeah, definitely.
Figure out what the yellow would be. You would just have to, It was
Okay, great.
He was talking about, at his example of your post-workout meal at like 9 a.m. having some pasta. I'm like, what? I'm having pasta at 9 a.m.? But maybe I will. I'll listen to Autumn. If I can have Autumn's abs and booty, I will eat pasta at 9 a.m.
My dad loves spaghetti for breakfast.
Really?
Saying. Yeah, he's weird.
So maybe it's a thing. I don't know. Maybe we're
It's
weird.
like the movie Elf.
Yeah, right? We just can't have all that sugar. Hi, Emily. All right. What else? What else are we thinking? What other ideas do you guys have? Like, what are you going to do other than celery and hummus? Do you have any other ideas for a green and a blue for meal 2? What are you guys thinking? I mean, I like hummus. I'll have it, but I don't like raw veggies. But
Oh, so you probably don't like raw kale.
I don't. I can do raw like cucumber. That's like it, or tomato.
Oh. Because I'll do kale with hummus mixed up. That's
Like
really
you can
good.
eat kale crunchy off the leaf? Oh, really?
It's so good.
Really?
I eat it cooked too, but
I can eat
which
kale
you can
cooked.
could also steam it really quick and then put the hummus with it, or even steam it with the oil, or something.
You could
I don't know.
you could do like a broccoli with like a cheese melted on it or something like that for a blue. Get some cheese
Yeah.
in there.
I like where you're
That
going with
salty is
that.
probably going to help with the craving because a lot of people are going to have that salty craving.
On 3-day refresh, I did cucumbers and hummus a lot.
Yeah.
Or carrots, but just make sure you don't eat baby carrots and you just eat big ones.
Why?
Because they're so I thought this was a myth, but it's actually really true. So the petite and like baby carrots you buy at the store in a bag, they're bleached, so all the nutrients is stripped out of them.
Really?
See,
So stupid.
Autumn did a video a while back saying that she doesn't love them, but that it's okay because she'd rather you be doing that than grabbing pretzel sticks or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously they're probably better than nothing, but it's like you might as well just eat the big carrot and stop being lazy and cut it up. But I always bought the baby ones. But that's like that's like corn. Like it's not the best veggie for you, but it's better than eating like cookies.
Because it's a grape. It's not even veggie.
Yeah, right.
The first time I did the 21-day fix, I took a yellow and put like peas in it. I mean, green and put peas in it. And someone was like, "Where do you throw those are yellow?" I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because it's starch. But like they say, like corn has fiber in it, but it's like a starch. It's not even good for you.
Yeah. Peas and corn are like, I was shocked. It's like, wait, what?
That's what.
All right. Well, who eats peas anyway?
I love peas.
I love peas too.
The sir peas are the best.
Oh my god.
I know. So yeah, I'm trying to, what I do love about this thing is eating my yellows like before 10 a.m. I think that's going to make a difference in my results. I like that she's making us eat our yellows early before.
So we can like give or take like a half an hour if my times don't match up exactly, right?
Just don't do it to be a brat only because you maybe get stuck somewhere and can't or something.
No, yeah, it's just like unfortunately I have to do the midday workout. I'm a morning person, but like I have to leave for work at like 6:30. There's no way I can do all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
she said
the midday
off
one.
30 minutes. Yeah. She said if you're off 30 minutes to adapt to your life, yes, but not just because.
Yeah, it would only be my workout anyway. It wouldn't really be all these meals. So that's not bad.
I see where it says the orange containers. I see where it says chai seeds. I've never had that. I mean, so do you just eat them raw, or what do you?
You would probably. I mean, you could. People make chia like bowls and stuff with
Oh, okay.
It's really good
You
in
can
yogurt.
add them to your oatmeal.
Yep.
Or
Oh, okay.
Yogurt.
How would you
Okay.
add it to a green and red though?
You can put it in Shakeology.
In a shake.
Oh
put it in
yeah,
the
if you're gonna
salad,
do a
too.
shake,
Oh,
it's
okay.
for your last meal of the day. I guess some people do that.
It
Yeah.
just
Oh,
gets-
okay.
Bless you. Thank you. Cindy, bless you. Yeah.
And yogurt. I don't know if you heard that. It's good in yogurt. If you eat
Okay.
cottage cheese, I'm sure you could put it in that too.
Got it.
I do the Greek yogurt parfait with fruit and granola,
Yep.
and I put it in that. And you can also put it on a salad with toppings like sunflower seeds and
Yep.
stuff. You know.
Okay.
Exactly. I do it in my overnight oats with non-fat Greek yogurt, chia seeds, and
They hide really well in oatmeal and things like
Yeah,
that.
they have no taste or anything like
Quinoa, any of the grains, really, you can hide it in there.
Okay, great. And the dressings, do we just can we still use the dressings from 21-day fix?
I
don't
believe
see
yes from the Fixate guide. Yes.
Fixate. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yep. I gotta get Mark on that too.
Olive oil and red wine vinegar is a great substitute for dressing too.
Mhm.
What was that?
Just plain olive oil and red wine vinegar.
Okay.
I put sometimes like a splash of lemon in it.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get Mark on that too.
I know. We all need a mark.
He was yelling at me this morning when I was like, oh my God, you need to. And he's like, oh, I'm going to owe him big time after this weekend when he tries to help me figure this out. But no, he should. We need to have him go live with him, but he doesn't let me take his picture or nothing.
I know.
Anything else? I think, like I said, I mean, I wanted to make sure everyone knew where to find everything at this point, but I think, it's only Wednesday. I think when we sit down this weekend and really figure out what we're going to eat and start sharing, I think it's all going to come together. For sure, when we start saying, okay, this is what I'm going to eat at meal 1, this is what I'm putting together. Yeah, I think that's going to be good.
Before we go,
yeah.
I have a favor. Everybody smile. Give me a second.
We can't hold it this long.
Actually look like you like all of us. Ready? What happened to Dawn? I got your boobs. Oh, okay. As soon as I said smile, she put her boobs in the camera. That's fabulous.
If I had them, I'd do the same thing.
All right, ready, go. Okay. Thank you.
On the video, there's going to be all of us holding the 30-second smile.
God.
Does anyone have any questions on the workouts? I think everyone was pretty clear kind of on those.
Yeah, I just hope I get my package before Monday.
I know, they've been delaying them too.
Yeah.
No, I hope so too.
Just so you know too, I just posted in a group one of the videos that I had on how to take measurements.
Okay.
So it's actually through Beachbody. It's a really good video.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as we do, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nicole.
Nope. You go ahead, Jeannie.
Okay. So on Saturday, as soon as we take our photos and our measurements, we just go log into Beachbody and just post it in.
So you can do that now on the Beachbody On Demand, or you can just put it in our group. So we have our albums, 80-Day Obsession. You can put your before pictures there. For the Beachbody On Demand, you could. There's an option where you submit results or commit. And so if you wanted to commit, you could put all that in now, or you can do that at the end and just kind of keep them for yourself.
Oh, okay.
For those of you who are nervous about submitting your pictures, so you don't have to, but I would please at least do pictures for yourself. And if you're do pictures in a bathing suit or booty shorts, even if you never have any intention to share them with anybody, because I think this program, out of all of them, are going to show some things that we're going to really like if we follow the plan to a T. So, if you want to just do, long pants and a tank top or whatever that you want to share with us, that's okay. But for yourself, I would do a almost naked picture.
Okay, so we necessarily don't need to post it on Beachbody, but for our group, we'll have a place to put all that in, correct?
I already have it's under photos, albums, 80-Day Obsession. You just load your pictures in there, and we'll just come through there so that everyone has a space. And then, do you guys want to, should we do it the way the plan is written, where at the end of phase 1 we take pictures, at the end of phase 2 we take pictures, and then 80 days we do pictures? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I think so, yeah.
I would.
I know, because we did that with Shift Shop. We did 10, we did it. So we'll just do it the way this plans.
Every time you take the measurements, you take a picture as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll do phase 1, phase 2, and then at the end. So we're going to have 4 basically pictures up first, and then the rest. Yeah. Cool.
I have a couple of fellow coaches that have done countless programs and haven't submitted anything for the Beachbody to get your free shirt. So I've only done it once, and they do actually allow you to submit everything even a year after you've completed the program, you can still submit your pictures and all that good stuff, and you'll get your picture. But I told my fellow coaches that are in this group also, I said, I want everybody to commit to that too, to take your before pictures, to take your after pictures, and then submit it. And we can all wear the shirts together and say, look, we accomplished this together as a team.
Yep.
For times when we go to events and stuff together as a team, it's nice to be able to say we did this.
Yep. You can submit pictures every month too. Like, so
Okay.
you don't have to wait till you're done with a program. You can submit a picture every single month. You'll only get the t-shirt once. But I can't, like last year, I hadn't been submitting for a while. I was so sporadic. So last year I committed to submitting every single month. And I got like t-shirts again. From years ago I was like, oh shoot, I already have this one. So you can submit, but you can't submit anything more than once a month. It'll like stop you. But yeah, you definitely want to keep submitting, and then because then more options for you to win money. That's why they do that. But yeah, definitely submit we got to get all our shirts. We all got our Shift Shop shirts, so that was fun. Did everyone get their Shift Shop shirts? People were still like missing. I know people were like, I never got my shirt.
I got two from Shift Shop.
Yeah, I know. We did something coach-wise, I think. Or no, it was the special Carl one.
Yeah.
The regular one. Yeah. Carl
First to make the shift shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Mom to Disney on Tuesday, so I know my eating might not be on track for the week, but I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
I am bringing the little bands and the disc with me, so I am planning on doing the workout. So.
Perfect. Yeah, Autumn did say, that definitely is no excuse to not commit to the program if you're traveling. Because she says she travels all the time and she still gets her workout in, but she knows that week she's traveling, her nutrition may not be perfect. But yeah, perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna do my best.
What did she say about like wine? I know when she did the 21-day fix, she would say you could have one, like you could add a glass of wine and have one like once a week.
That is a great question.
No treat swaps on this.
It's not. Nope, it's not.
So alcohol free for 80 days.
Yep.
One of the all the moms are like, what?
One of the Delgado sisters there. Oh no, the other girl posted in that video. She said she would have salsa water, mint leaves, and like it felt like a little mojito.
Yeah.
So.
I'm like 21 days right now. I'm like 11 days in already. But now we're talking like 100 and something days, guys.
You'll survive.
I will. I'll survive.
Cheryl, you will too. I see that blank stare. Cheryl's got abs. She's like, I'm good.
I have a question. I think you already answered it, Nicole, but I just need a refresh. Say, for instance, you cook stir fry or chili with veggies. Now, how would I measure that? Because if I'm cooking for my family, do I measure? How would I do that?
The way I do it, I don't know what's allowed in here yet because I haven't pulled out that food list.
Okay.
But the way I do it, like I don't even know what beans in here. I don't even know. But
well, I'm just saying an example. Like, say if I do stir fry with some chicken and some veggies.
Stir fry is a little easier. You could separate
and rice.
Yeah, so you could separate those and measure them before you put it on your plate. Put your rice in a yellow container, dump it on your plate, put your chicken in it, and
so do it separately instead of doing it combined.
But if you did like a chili, I would measure a cup out, and then whatever the containers are that are in there, like some beans would count as yellow, the ground beef would count as the red, the veggies.
Okay, so basically measure before I combine everything together.
Like the stir fry, but like a chili, just take a cup after, and it like if you look in the Fix Aid cookbook, for example, she'll say a cup of chili is a serving, and then she'll say it's a green, a red, and a yellow.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
So
else?
I have a random question
Yeah.
related to workouts and that damn band. That thing just sucks. It is not doing good things for my thighs. It's like a rubber band. It's awful.
So, so here are a couple things. So she says, I don't know if you know all this yet. So the shorter bands that came with it are for people who are shorter and maybe need to lose, like, I want to say she said less than like 20 pounds. The longer bands are for people who need to lose 20 or more pounds or are taller. I found, so I use the short bands because I'm 4'11", and I would use the yellow because anytime I start a new program, I go with the lightest thing possible because I don't know what I'm doing yet. And so I used the yellow band and it kept rolling and rolling. And then when I switched to the blue and the green, which were the heavier bands, they stayed in place. So the resistance wasn't strong enough for me using the yellow. So they rolled all around. So that
could be what it is too.
Yeah. So you might just have to up to your green, your blue, double band it, or play around with the different length ones and see what works better for you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. So yeah, we'll get used to those too. And remember for your sliders, so your sliders come with covers on them. If you are sliding on a carpet, take your covers off. They're gonna slide better. If you're sliding on a hardwood floor, keep your covers on so you don't go flying and do a split at the age of 40. But if you can do a split at the age of 40, let's see it. Anything else? All right, I think we are gonna do just fine. We don't need to stress. We'll be good. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna eat in these container portions, plans together. And we just have to figuring out if you're falling in between plan A and B, maybe you try B. Just do the maintenance calculation and see if you don't need to lose. Make sure you're doing all your calculations properly and ask in the group. We have, there's tons of us in there who have questions and opinions and all that good stuff. And if we don't know, we can ask Autumn too. If we don't have an answer, we can go in the coach test group and ask in Autumn, or someone on the Beachbody team will answer as well. And I'm excited that there's a vegan plan for the vegans because that was always such a question. And I was like, I don't know, eat some beans. I don't know what to tell you.
I have a really quick question.
Yeah.
I did my calculations and it said at first that I was like 14 calories into plan E. So I decided to go down to plan D. I'm assuming that's fine, right?
Yeah. Again, I would see how you feel. If you feel hungry, if you feel lethargic, then maybe you do need to eat in plan E. But I
feel super full already.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet that's a lot of food. So yeah, I would think that would be okay. I would think that was a good call.
Nicole?
Yes.
I just wanted to share what I did today. I actually last night took my containers and portioned everything out for today so that I could kind of figure out how this works. So that I could remember, and I actually had it labeled what's meal 1, what's meal 2, so that I could kind of get it in my head what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't know if that might be helpful for some other people. I know after the morning I had, it was extremely helpful to just be able to grab it and kind of go, so I didn't have to try to think about it. Because, it was not a good morning, but it was very helpful to have all of that laid out. And I had to work today too, so it was nice to be able to go to work and go, okay, this is what I have to eat right now at this time. So I was thinking that might help for other people too, for the first, week or two when we're trying to figure it all out, to just label it and have it done ahead of time.
Yeah.
So basically it's like meal prep, only labeling it.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure we all have multiple sets of containers, so we could totally do that from all the programs we do too.
Yeah.
And we all just got some more when we ordered our bands and sliders. So I think I have 3 sets of packages in bubble wrap still or whatever, all wrapped up. All right, let me just make sure. I think those are my only notes. Yeah, and I'm super excited that roll and release is actually a foam rolling workout. So if you don't have a foam roller, get yourself a foam roller. Don't get the ones with all the spikes on it. That's just torture. You're just asking for hell if you do that. Get like just a smooth one. If you don't have a foam roller, you're gonna need it for foam and release. Which I was watching the little preview thing, the weekly obsession. I was like, oh great, it's an actual foam rolling workout.
You can get them on Amazon for like $20. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They actually have them at Five Below.
Oh.
And I've gotten them before, and like I bought one for like my mom and my sister before I'm there. They like last. They really do for $5. So
yeah. That's random.
No, that should have been in the accessories bundle. If there was a foam roll workout, they should have had a foam roller in that bundle.
I know, right? That would have been cool. I have the Beachbody one. I have the spiky one, but it's in the basement where it belongs.
That's a Rumble roll, right?
Yeah, it was like a Success Club prize or something. I was like, what the hell? I don't know what that was.
No prize.
I rolled on it once and I was like, ah, I'm dead. Someone's trying to kill me. I mean, the regular foam roller hurt. But it's going to be good. I'm excited for that. Cool. Awesome. All right, guys. So we are going to do this again on Sunday. We're going to talk again every Sunday at 6:30. Actually, this same Zoom link, we talk every Sunday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we will do this again. I'm not going to go over everything again, but at least on Sunday, hopefully we're ready. Hopefully everything is laid out, ready to go for Monday morning. And so we can talk and we can share our meal plans again. Well, we'll be sharing them all week, but we'll basically be ready so we can make sure we're going over that together on Sunday night. So come prepared Sunday night. It's going to be like test day. Like your meal plans are ready to go, or your meal prep's out. We're like, by 6:30 on Sunday, we're ready.
Awesome.
All right. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you on the page. Bye, guys.
Bye.